welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman. Today I'm going to be taking you around our 2014 SRT-8 Core. As you've seen from inquiring, the car represents exceptional value, definitely a standout video. Come for a walk with me around the car and we'll talk about condition and quality of the car. Now generally when these 300Ts come into stock, I drive them because I absolutely love them. Really comfortable, but in the SRT-8 you also get a lot of go to move you around as well. We'll start at the front. Presents really well. Obviously we've got the 300C, the 300 update, the big grille, factory grille, no changes there. On the headlights here, we do have bi-xenon HID headlights, so brilliant to drive at night time, both on low beam and high beam. So a little washer jet to keep them nice and clean. And if you forget to put your headlights on in the rain, you do have the really bright DRL there as well, just to let everyone know where you are. Up the front we also have front parking sensors, and down the bottom you do have your projector fog lights as well. Now on the note, while we're down the bottom, no signs of any sort of scuffs along the front leading edge of the bumper bar. Commonly see that because it is quite a low vehicle. No stone chips that I can really notice up the front of the car. And the bonnet, the huge bonnet with all the lines cut into it, no signs of stone chips at all. One thing to note, this beautiful weather we've got today in Berwick, the metallic paint really jumps out when you look at it. It really nice, highlights the lines of the car very well. Coming to the front guard, driver's side, we've got brilliant condition guard here. Got a little bit of dirt there. We've got a tiny, no, it's a bit of dust, nothing there. Go to the front wheel. We've got two 45/45 R20s on this car, and we fitted brand new tyres to the front of this vehicle as well. Still got the little fuzzy things on them actually. Oh, there you go. And the front wheel here, no sign of gutter rust, a little bit of dirt there from fitting the new tyres to the vehicle. Now, inside there you'll notice big Brembo brakes, which is sort of needed when you've got 6.4 litres of Hemi pushing the car along, which is little indicated here. So when you're sitting at the lights, people next to you know that they're about to get beaten. Anyway, down the side of the car, no sign of scratches, dents, nicks or anything down the side of the vehicle. Presents really well. Exterior mirrors present very well. Indicators in the mirror. Car is fitted with proximity key. Little button here in the door handle. Basically leave the key in your pocket or handbag, wherever you keep your key. Come up to the vehicle, see you've got 2 bags of shopping. All you need to do is push the button, it's open. You don't have to fish around for your key. A really nice feature to have. Once you've had it, very hard to go back to a normal key. While we're here, we'll go up to the roof of the car. Do have the double glass roof on this vehicle, so lets a lot of light in the car as well, and obviously has all the features the sunroof would have on the front part. Coming to the rear of the vehicle now, no signs of scratches, nicks or anything like that. Nice dark privacy glass on the rear of the car as well. Coming to the rear wheel, yet again, brilliant condition, no signs of gutter rash on the 300C Core wheels. Up the back you'll notice does have the Brembo brake package back here as well. And we've got Nanking tyres, you can still just see the fuzzy things on them as well. So brilliant condition tyres there. At the back, yet again, style, such a luxury car, but it's got that air of power around it as well. The nice taillights, much more reminiscent of the original 300s with the tall taillights, a really good look, lots of chrome. The nice lip spoiler here, not overstated. You've got your reversing camera there in the stoplight, and the nice Chrysler grille, SRT-8 Core. Rear sensors as well as rear camera. Going down to the bottom, the nice black diffuser down the bottom with twin exhaust tips creates quite a good note for a car with a standard exhaust system. Definitely know it's a V8 though. Coming around to the passenger side of the vehicle, this is you're starting to see the sun and the way the lines show on this vehicle with the colour, really good. No signs of scratches or nicks around the fuel filler, or any on the rear quarter of the car actually. This is the wheel that usually gets closest to the gutter. It has had a very light brush. It has just affected the paint of the wheel, hasn't actually really even gouged it that much. Just here, and a couple of tiny little ones there. Brand new rear tyres on the vehicle, Nanking as mentioned before. No signs of scratches, nicks or anything on this rear door. The tint on the car, really good, nice dark tint there. Up to the front, now if I'm being brutal on the car, I actually want to zoom in now. This is probably the worst scratch I've found on the car. Just in that section, there's 3 tiny little ones there. And that's how picky on this vehicle I'm actually being, and I have not found any others. This mirror presents really well. Hemi badge again in case you forgot. Coming along to the last of the wheels, no gutter rash at all on this wheel, and a brilliant condition Nanking tyre. So the whole way around the exterior of this car, for the finish and quality of it, presents very well. Right, let's talk about the real reason you've inquired on this car, and it's in here. You are looking at a massive powerhouse of an engine, and actually gives a really good sound. I like it. You're looking at 8-cylinder, 6.4 litres, 347 kilowatts, a massive 631 newton meters of torque through a very smooth 5-speed automatic. You're still going to get some fuel economy, actually quite impressive for the size of the engine. 13 litres to the 100 out of a 72 litre tank, in excess of 550 kilometres of average driving range. Around to the back of the 300 now, and quite an impressive feature you're about to see. You know, you see these in a lot of mafia films and things like that with people struggling to get out, but in the back here you can fit many people. It is a massive boot. I can't actually touch the back seat, or if you're that way inclined, many golf bags, lots of shopping, and you've got cargo tie downs, so good if you have the one bag of milk, you want to just hook it in there so it doesn't roam around. Carpet in here presents brilliantly. It's got carpet on the top. I like the hinges, how there's no metal or anything like that. A good look, no scratching at all across the plastic trims here either, because the boot, I reckon, shows a lot about a previous owner, to be honest. If we lift this little guy up, you'll see under there we've got a storage nook for many things, probably an umbrella, things like that. You also have your air compressor on that side and the factory massive battery on the right hand side here as well. Alright, inside the SRT-8 core now, and such a nice place to be. This car feels massive inside of you. You've got room everywhere. Really comfortable. We'll start at the start here. I love the blue dash illumination we've got up there. SRT-8 tacho on the left, speedo on the right, which shows both kilometres and mile an hour, which is really fun because you can say to the officer, yes, I was doing 100 miles an hour. Anyway, leather wrapped steering wheel here, perforated and solid leather at the top, cruise control on the right, your menu controls on the left, including Bluetooth phone. Do like the stainless plastic trims on the inside here, really good look. Do have flappy paddles as well if you're feeling that way inclined. Everything's on the left on these cars. We've got our wipers, high beams and indicators all on the left stalk. Takes a little getting used to, but once you're used to it, very easy. We'll pan across the airbag symbol here. I really like the little Chrysler symbol. Down the bottom here, you probably have to shoot through there, Mr. Lynn. Lynn's my cameraman for those at home. We've got a button to open the boot to release your people out of it. You also have a dash brightness button and the interior brightness. Headlights, obviously, as I mentioned before, you do have the daytime running lights. You also have automatic mode, so they will turn on at night time, or you can set it to stealth mode, parkers or headlights. Just generally leave it in auto. Down here, we've got door lock buttons, power windows, as well as a lock button. And then, of course, our power mirrors with include fold. Now, I'll fold them in. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know if that angle's better for the camera or not, but you can actually see there's a little symbol in there. When you turn the rear demister on, you actually do get a heated mirror, so they demist as well. Great first thing in the morning. We'll pan across actually to the center now. As we get to the center, you'll see we've got push button start as well. Into the massive screen in the center of this vehicle, currently showing the radio screen, obviously AM and FM. You can go into player, so you can set whichever source you want. We click source and you can show you different sources: disc, USB, SD card, auxiliary, and my favorite, which is Bluetooth audio. Good for audio books, Pandora, Spotify, that sort of thing. Controls, so you can set it into sport mode if you want, but I mean, being an SRT-8, probably the mode you want. Climate control, yes, you've gotten buttons down here, but why would you when you've got all of the buttons on the screen? See exactly where you want the air to go. You can play with the dual zone climate control or sync it, and exactly for your rear demister, that's the one that'll turn the mirror ones on as well. Into the telephone controls, no, I don't need to pair a phone up today, pretty simple to understand that. And then this one here, your SRT. So you've got SRT performance mode, so you can play with it a little bit here. You can engage sport mode, which puts a little thing on the dashboard and makes the car a fair bit angrier. You've got your times, your G-forces. So, I mean, we can rock the car now. You can see it's actually doing some things there. Steering angle shown. You really don't want to be seeing 360 degrees of steering angle while you're going very fast, because that would mean you're spinning. You've got gauges here, so you've got oil pressure, temperature, voltage. Go through engine, shows you everything. So we're in neutral right now. If you give it a little bit of a rev, it'll come up showing exactly what it does on the screen. It's pretty good fun when you're driving. Oil pressure as well. Handling, yet again, shows you the steering angle, shows you peak G's, forward and backwards. They're the good fun ones, so you know how hard you're braking. Then you've got your options. You can play around and you can even change the center screen, what colors you want, that sort of thing as well, and change which background you want. We'll go with the one that looks like the car. Go back to SRT, you've got your settings mode, set up your lights and door locks and all that sort of fun stuff. Down from there, as I mentioned, manual controls for some of the controls I've just gone over then. Coming down, we've got really like the carbon fibre style trims we've got on the car here in the centre. Pretty simple, click it into reverse and we'll have to go back up to the screen. Big reversing camera there as well. As we go down, neutral of course, and then you've got D for drive. And if you're feeling, I mean, you've got the paddles on the steering wheel, which is the way I would go, but you also have left and right here, which is pretty standard across the Chrysler line. We're going to go down a little bit more. We've got our cup holders showing where our keys are currently. Do have the 2 factory keys for this vehicle. If you're ever wondering how to get the fuel door, which is common question, you do have a key inside the key. And a little cubby hole there. Into the center console, opens up into, you've got a little special tray there. Down there you've got USB auxiliary and a 12 volt and a couple of little storage nooks down there, all carpeted, so anything in there lives the life of luxury as well. Now before we go through the interior of the vehicle, we'll pan up to the roof. Now up here we've got our controls for the lights, a little sunglass holder there of course. You do have the vent. Now the camera usually hates this on a day like today, it's really bright, but you open this up and the interior suddenly feels so much bigger. It's like having a convertible almost. You've got a massive roof, and then of course you can actually slide the front section back. One thing I really like, and it sounds it's a little thing, but notice how the glass dropped in and down. It doesn't poke up above the car looking really weird from the outside. It's a really good looking thing. Get this piece here which cuts down on noise as well, so I'll probably shut that as well. It's very, very nice feature to have, and lets you hear more of that Hemi V8, to be honest, which is a nice thing. I'm going to pan around the interior now. Cameron will lean over the front seat here. Now, SRT-8, it's one of the things I love about them. You've got nice wide bucket seats. You do not feel constricted, but when you do go sport mode, you can use the side bolsters. They do hold you in very well, but they are still supremely comfortable. Down the bottom there, you'll see we do have factory floor mats on this vehicle, both front and rear. Door trims present brilliantly into the rear seat. Now we should have on the rear here another 12 volt socket for the kids' iPad, and obviously the leather, black leather with white stitching, a really good look, really good at the back. Nice 2 bucket seats. You can fit 3 people across the back, but I do like how they've molded it as 2 extra bucket seats. Do have child seat anchor points across the rear of the parcel shelf as well if you need them. Now what we'll do is we'll jump into the service history of the car. Just grab it out of the little book while you're coming back to the front. Alright, originally owned by Simone, there you go. Moving forward, we've got, what do we got here? We've got the 12, the 28, the 51 and the 59,000 kilometre servicing on this vehicle. So really good service history and amazing option to list inside the car. Thank you for watching this video walk around tour of our 300 SRT-8. As you've seen, stunning quality outside, brand new tyres, amazing option list inside with a leather interior and the dual glass roof on this car as well. Be very quick to secure yourself this opportunity to own a motoring icon. Give us a call, 9907 0555, and thank you for watching.